Okay, that should be better. What is up, guys? Whoa, we are back. We are back. Happy Tuesday. It has been a little while. Um, Everybody can hear me and see me, correct? Welcome, welcome. It's great to be back. My equipment, I had some buddies come over not too long ago, and I actually tore down a bit of my equipment. So it looks like the microphone wasn't set back in OBS. So we should be good now. But what's up, everybody? We are going to be playing some Marvel Champions. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Let's see who we got. We got Tuesday. Curtis said, "What's up, Curtis?" We got Jason in the house. Mutant Mayhem. Yes, brother. Dude, I got to tell you. So far, I have been really liking the X-Men in Marvel Champions. They've been a lot of fun. Welcome to Mojo World. Yeah, what's up, Tim? What is going on, my man? Wife and I played Sentinel and Master Mold on Saturday. It was a blast. Awesome. Who did you play as? I'd be curious to know. But we're going to be playing with Wolverine and Storm, both two characters that I think are pretty strong. We're going to talk about them in 1 second. Also, in addition to that, as you guys can see right here, I got a new toy for Marvel Champions. Shout out to Andy Osborne in the Discord. My man sent me this. I didn't even know. I just opened up this box. I was like, Andy Osborne. I was like, that name sounds familiar. And sure enough, I was like, oh yeah, freaking Andy from the Discord. But sent me this stuff, and if you guys don't know, he made these other trays that he sent me before, these card holders and stuff like that, that I actually use for Marvel Champions. But he sent me these, and these are kind of specifically designed for that. And you can see they hold the villains. You know, they can hold your status card and stuff like that. So, or I'm leaning it over, but so it just slots right in there. Really, really cool, man. I am really digging these things. So we're going to be using this today. Also, in that same box, he sent me this. Shout out to Andy again, man. Super cool. But he sent me this dice tray, and it's got this liner in here. So, you know, the dice don't make any noise and stuff, even though the walls have it as well. But what's really cool is if you can see this here, he sent me this, and these are just trays that are magnetic, and they snap right onto the side. And there's 2 levels, so you can put it like this. Dude, and even this has a little liner. So you can like build out your dice tray like this, store some dice in there and everything like that. He even sent me an orange one because he knows the orange always gets me, man, right? From those orange dice from Conan. So he sent me one orange, but this is just super cool, man. So shout out to Andy. He even said he's got a new site. So I thought we would just link the website. So I'll show it off real quick. But it's New Hammer. He's got an Etsy store. I don't know if he now only has the website or he does both. But just taking a look at let me pull it up here. But just taking a look at his website, it's pretty slick too. So you can see here, New Hammer. Another glorious day in play. Pretty slick, man. And you can see the dice tray right here, the Imperator. Pretty cool, man. I mean, dude, shout out. He makes some really cool stuff. We got some Nemesis. So the site is really well done. There's the dice tray again. And there's the holders that I'm using right here. So if you guys are at all interested, man, hop onto the website. The link is in the description. Check out his stuff. He does a phenomenal job. I've been using these holders for quite some time. They hold up. They're magnetic in a lot of places, so it's easily customizable and stuff like that. So shout out to Andy. Thank you so much, my man. Really appreciate it. It was a pleasant surprise. All right, so let's get this out of the way. We got Tiffany in the house. What's up, Tiffany? How's it going? I was Colossus, and the wife was Jean Grey. Awesome, awesome. I haven't played as Colossus yet. I am going to try Colossus here soon, but Wolverine, so I played Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, and Storm. Highly, highly recommend Wolverine and Storm. Darkest Dungeon, yeah, dude. It seems like it would be right up his alley, right? The dude's got some skill. Really has some skill. Okay, also, the playmat that I'm using is from shit, what was it? It's been a while. It's been a while, guys. Um, man, what was the people that sent me the playmats? It is shit. It is it's kind of embarrassing. It is Game Toppers playmat. I just forgot the name of it, but phenomenal playmats. So I'm using one. This is the fantasy one. Awesome. My favorite playmats. Phenomenal job. So if you guys are interested in the Game Toppers playmats, check it out. The link is in the description below as well. Also, shout out to my patrons. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. I'm going to be trying to do some more streams next week, or this Friday, Cthulhu Death May Die. And then the following week, I'm going to try to start doing some top 10. So I'm going to try to do top 10 new games to me in 2022. I do have enough games to do games that were released in 2022, but I think we'll just do new games to me in 2022. So that could be, 2021 games, 2020, stuff like that. And then I don't know if it's going to be the week after or not. My top 10 games of all time. So it should be pretty cool. I will put up thumbnails so you guys can, click the reminder so you guys don't miss that. But that's going to be pretty fun. All right. So with all that stuff out of the way, let's talk the game. So this is Mojo Mania. This is a separate expansion pack. Mojo Mania comes in, as well as Wolverine and Storm. I was saying already, I really like Wolverine and Storm. I think they're both pretty strong. Wolverine has a lot of really powerful attacks, but so does Storm. She's got this weather deck, which she can use to manipulate to affect all characters on the board. So it's really cool. She can be super powerful. So this scenario, I just hear my kids crying upstairs. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Freddie, what's up, my man? It has been quite some time that we have streamed. Thank you so much for joining, my man. All right, so this... I just hear my wife trying to get the kids to bed. They are not tired at all. Okay, so with this, what's the deal with this? So Mojo Mania, he's got these different themed decks. We have the fantasy, we have sci-fi, we have sitcom, we have horror, we have crime, and we have Western. Now, I would use separate themes. We're going to be using the sitcom, fantasy, and sci-fi. I would use like the Western and horror, but the environment that is put into play is a little bit more brutal on those, so I thought we would at least try these. So the way this works is Mojo Mania has his own deck, and we are going to shuffle in these different theme decks into the main deck, and these are going to do different things. We're going to see like dragons and stuff in the fantasy, sci-fi stuff in the sci-fi, and then some TV shows and stuff like that in the sitcom. After careful consideration, a few more playthroughs, Marvel Champions remains on my shelves. Awesome to hear that. Looks like I'll be getting the X-Men stuff after all. Yeah, man. Yeah, do it, Freddie. Don't listen to Curtis, dude. Freddie, I really like Wolverine and Storm. Really like those. They feel powerful, and I don't know. Especially Storm with the weather deck. We'll get into that. So Mojo Mania, we have the cards laid out here. So we got the standard cards, and what we have to do, we're gonna take a look at this. And I tried to set this up over here, a little side camera shot. So my daughter's screaming, crying. So what do we have to do? Set up, choose one modular set, which are those theme sets, plus one per player additional modular set. So we have 3 total from the Mojo Mania scenario pack, and set them aside. Put the Wheel of Genres environment into play. Spinning side face up. So the spinning side, it says force response after the encounter deck resets, and what you're going to find is Mojo Mania is going to really cycle through the encounter deck. So after the encounter deck resets, if there are no set aside modular encounter sets remaining, the players lose the game. Otherwise, flip this card. And basically what this side says is it's just going to tell you to add another one of those theme decks into the main encounter set. And those theme decks are only 6 additional cards. Let's take a look at Mojo Mania himself. So we got 2 scheme, 1 attack. Force response hero. After your turn ends, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Place 1 threat on your hero for each discarded. For each card discarded this way that does not belong to the Mojo encounter set. So we're really hoping we're cycling through the Mojo sets. And then what's going to happen is that we're going to be placing a lot of threat on individual characters. She said you have the red car. So I'm getting a text from my wife about my daughter. I might have to go. I don't know if she wants this little toy. I sat down and I got these little toys. And I guess my daughter said I told her she could have it. So let's just talk about this 1 second, and then I got to take a small break. So we're going to be putting a lot of threat on each individual character, and as we flip and as allies leave the board and stuff like that, we're going to be adding that threat to the main threat. So he's going to be gaining a lot of threat throughout the scenario. Resist. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I will be right back. My daughter is crying. I got to just try to smooth things out, and then I will be right back. I apologize. Real quick. All right. So that is Mojo Mania. Let's see. Does anyone play the Sabertooth scenario? I have not. Jason. No. Okay, so that is Mojo Mania. Let's put him back over here. And we have the Wheel of Genres. In stuff. I play nothing without minis. Curtis, I thought you played something recently that had meatballs in it. Only, am I wrong about that? Haven't you played something without minis? Come on, man. Come on. All right, so we have the decks. So let's take a look at the. We got to choose one modular set. Let's flip this. So we choose one set aside encounter set at random. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these 3 environments. I'm just going to shuffle these, and that'll determine which one we put into play. Yeah, Curtis, I thought you were playing something recently without minis in it. Am I wrong about that? Could be wrong. All right, let's see what we got. We have sitcom. So we're going to shuffle the sitcom deck. Let's put these other ones back. Sci-fi and fantasy. And while I am doing this, I will say, guys, I am no Marvel Champions professional. So I'm going to be making mistakes, stupid decisions that you guys probably wouldn't make. I do apologize. Like I said, I'm just a casual gamer. So forgive me. All right, so let's put this into play. We're going to put this, let's just put this right, I guess we'll put this over here. The Bloodborne card game. Okay, tried Arkham Horror. Couldn't get into it. Okay. We'll do this. I guess this will work out. And we did sitcom, right? So we're going to shuffle this in. Got to shuffle the rest of the cards in here. We have the 2 obligations, Wolverine and Storm. Put these out here. And we are also going to be playing with Long Shot. So Long Shot is kind of like a card to make it slightly easier. And that's only like if you reveal this card during the deal encounter cards. It'll actually be placed with you, and it doesn't have any boost or stuff like that. So we're gonna be shuffling him into there. I did play this yesterday just to get a feel of it again, and I lost. But if I didn't lose, I only lost by like 3 threat. If I didn't lose that way, I would have killed him. He was down to like 3 HP. Oh wait, the hunger, no minis. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, okay. See? There is still hope for you. There is still hope. Curtis, would you ever play something like this? Like with other people? You know what I mean? Would you ever give this a shot? If I said, come on over, we're going to be playing some X-Men, right? Would you give it a chance? And would you be open to it? Would you be open? Be honest. Okay. Just get a drink of water here. All right, I think this is good. So let's put this here. Man, I love this thing. This thing is awesome. Okay, so let's put this here. Now we start with 10 threat per player. So I got 20 threat on there right now. We're going to be adding an additional threat per player. And this says each obligation, this environment, the sitcom environment, each obligation gains 1 acceleration icon. Response: after a player discards an obligation, that player draws 1 card. And when revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this card was revealed from the encounter deck, it gains Surge. Okay, I'm always open to games, of course. Just not so much from a purchase. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, so we got Wolverine. Wolverine has 2 threat, 2 thwart, 2 attack, and 2 defense. His healing factor responds after player phase begins, heal 2 damage. So he's a healer. We have his Wolverine Claws upgrade. This is a permanent card, a weapon. Exhaust Wolverine's cards and choose an attack event in your hand and take damage equal to its printed cost. Play that event ignoring its resource cost. So we can pay events from our hand for free, but we would take that amount of damage. Logan here, which we're going to start as, set up, search your deck, and discard pile for the Wolverine Claws. And he's got 6 recovery. We got 10 health and 6 hand size. So we're going to play with that here. 10 health. We're going to start with Logan. And then we have Storm over here. Aurora Monroe. 3 recovery. Begins the game with a weather deck. So we got the weather deck right here, which is 4 cards. We got Blizzard, Hurricane, Clear Skies, and Thunderstorm. And they each do different things. They can bump up all the characters on the battlefield. That includes the villain and the minions, gaining an additional attack, reducing the attack of all characters. Each character gains Retaliate 1, and each character gains Stalwart. They each also have a special on the card that are like one-time uses as we reveal those cards. So we're just going to put this into play. A weather deck C insert. So set up, choose a support from the weather deck and put it into play. So what are we going to choose here? I think we're going to just start off with Thunderstorm, which is going to be each character gains 1+1 attack, and the set special is deal 2 damage to an enemy. On her reverse side, we have 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense, weather control, action. Swap your weather support in play with a support of your choice. So this is how we're going to be cycling through this deck. And then you perform the special on that card. So let's just draw up. The Mojo Mania starts with 16 health per player, so we have 32 health. Again, we start with 20 threat. This is the only scheme that is going to be in play. Once we hit 50, 25 per player, then we lose the game. And again, the problem with Mojo Mania is he's going to be adding threat to our characters and stuff like that. So we're going to be placing that sort of stuff above our character. And as we flip, then this threat is going to go to the scheme, or if an ally is taken out or a minion, that threat is going to go to the scheme as well. So We're going to try to stay on hero as much as possible so he's not doing additional scheming stuff. All right, so let's put this back on Logan. I'd love to play 3 to 5 players. X-Men MC. I bet Cyclops with leadership really shines. Yeah, he's a lot of fun, man. That's the only deck so far out of the X-Men that I kind of altered a little bit. Just because I thought it could have been a little bit better than what you got right out of the box. But so far, I've really been enjoying Wolverine and Storm. So let's draw up. Drops to 6. I guess we didn't shuffle these. Let's just do that quick. Do that real fast. Can you play 5 players? I don't know if you can play 5 players. Marvel Champions. Isn't 4 the max? 5 would be crazy as hell, man. 5 would be insane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you could play 5. That'd be crazy. I played 3. 3 was fun. 3 was fun. I went over to Tim's house a while back. We played over there. So me, Tim, and Matt, we were playing 3 players, and that was a lot of fun. All right, so I think this is good. And let's do Wolverines. All right. And I don't think there's anything else. Obligation, so we only have to worry about the additional acceleration icon when the obligation cards come out. And we have to remember the force response after your turn ends. So like as soon as we're done with Logan or Wolverine, we're going to have to draw these cards from the encounter deck. Storm's weather deck does add a little bit of complexity as far as, you're already trying to make sure you're, catching everything in the game, adding the threat and stuff like that, performing the right actions and stuff. This can also add an additional, like if each character gets an additional attack, if I'm dealing 2 damage to Mojo Mania, it can be an additional thing to be like, oh yeah, we actually attacked him with 3. Or we have the -1 attack. I did 3 damage when I was only supposed to do 2. So it can add a little bit of complexity in that sense. But I found it to be okay. All right, so let's draw up. So we get 6 here. Okay, we've got Jubilee, Precision Strike, Track by Scent, Sunfire, Energy, and Strength. Okay, and then 6 here. Okay, Genius, Energy, Effective Leadership, the X-Jet, To Me, My X-Men, and Endurance. Okay, so we're starting with Wolverine, so we don't have to do anything with his setup, so we're just going to flip straight to Wolverine. So I think we do want to get Jubilee out. So let's just get Jubilee out. Let's pay 2, get her out. And she says, after Jubilee enters play, choose an enemy until the end of the phase. While Wolverine or Jubilee is making a basic attack against that enemy, they get +2 attack for that attack. So we're going to choose Mojo Mania. Okay. Let's also, do we want to get... Okay, so we could do this. We could also get Sunfire out. So let's pay 2 to get Sunfire out here. Let's move these over. So Sunfire, after you play Sunfire from your hand, spend a energy resource, choose an attachment with the text hero action or hero response and discard it. Spend a resource with the text hero action or hero response and discard it. Choose an attachment with the text hero. Wait, do I have to do this? After you play Sunfire from your hand, spend a wild resource. I don't know if I actually have to do that. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Spend a wild resource. Choose an attachment. This is permanent though. So I guess I can't do it since I don't have it. Okay. All right. So enters play, choose an enemy until end phase. Wolverine and Julie. Okay, so we both get +2 attack when we're going after him. So let's just attack with Wolverine. So we're going to attack with 2 attack plus the 2 attack here. So we're going to go down to 28. Okay. Jubilee is going to attack. So she has basic attack plus 2 attack as well. So she normally has 1 attack, but she's going to do 3 attack right now. Going to 25. And we have Sunfire here. He's going to tap as well, dealing 2 attack. Okay. Taking him down to 23. And we are also going to use the claws. Exhaust Wolverine's claws to play this track by scent for 2. So we're going to take 2 damage. Going to 8. And it says thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat from that scheme, draw 2 cards. So we're going to remove 3 threat. Let's put 2 back on here. And we are just going to keep this in hand. So after our turn ends, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Place 1 threat on your hero for each card discarded this way that does not belong to the Mojo encounter set. So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when revealed, put Longshot into play under your control. This card gains Surge. Now, I don't know if that is revealed this way. I'm going to say no. Yeah, because I think that's a slightly different thing. So, I think that's only revealed during the dealing counter cards. This is like counting as Mojo Manias. So we got 3 threat added on to us. Okay, let's go over to Storm. We're gonna flip to Storm now. Oh, see, this is what I was talking about. I already forgot this. So I had each character gets +1 attack. So we actually did an additional 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of little complexity that this adds. Each character gets +1 attack. Okay, so we got a lot of cards here like Energy, Genius, and Effective Leadership that are just resource cards. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pay 3 to get the X-Jet in play. X-Jet says, exhaust the X-Jet, generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has the X-Men trait. Okay. So we are also going to tap this, create a wild resource. And I think we're going to put this under Storm. So this is, Endurance says, play under any player's control, max 1 per player, you get +3 hit points. So we're going to go up to 13. And then we're going to play this Genius to actually, or spend that Genius to play this. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for an X-Men ally and put it into play. Okay, top 5, 3, 4, 5, nothing. Add it to your hand. So I don't know. I'm assuming I reshuffle. It doesn't say, but I'm just going to do that. Okay, so that was a bust. That was a bust. Okay, so that's shuffled back. Spent this. So let's, with Storm, let's attack. Let's attack. We're going to attack with 2 plus this, which is 3. Going to 17. And then also as her special ability, we're going to change the weather. And we're actually going to go to... let's actually go to Hurricane. So Hurricane says each character gains Retaliate 1. So this is the benefit of, like, we can use the weather to our advantage, and then she can switch it so that when it's their turn, you know, they don't do as much damage or something like that. And then it says we resolve the special. Special is remove 2 threat from a scheme. So we're going to remove this. Okay, I think that was a pretty decent round. I don't know if you can play 5. I'm just picturing an X-Men team. That would be awesome, dude. That would be awesome. Yeah, Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, Gambit, Jean Grey. Yeah, dude. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Okay, so that was our turn. Discard the top 3 cards. Wow, dude. No Mojo Mania cards at all. So we're going to add 3 threat here, and we are going to untap and draw up. And we are going to keep... We're going to discard this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Freddie, that's great to hear, my man. You know what? Even if you didn't continue to buy new packs and stuff, that's still okay, right? The game is still cool enough. Nothing's forcing you to buy the extra packs. If that was kind of the one reason that you might decide to sell it, you know what I mean? I know the temptation is there, but you know, don't feel, you know, if it's like either selling the game because you don't want to buy the packs, or just keeping it, you know, and not, yeah, like I would just keep it. You know what I'm trying to say? I think the game is good enough. Just keep it in the collection. You know, if you don't want to buy any more packs, don't, you know, maybe down the road if you ever decide to, you know, just my thoughts. What kind of tomfoolery is going on here? What's up, Jordan? What's up, my man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. I know it's been a while. It has been a while, but it's good to be back. It is good to be back. Friday we're doing Cthulhu Death May Die, so you might want to tune in for that. I think for the Elder one, we're going to play... What's the one I didn't play yet? I think I got one recently. When I say recently, I think in the past few months. It's behind a whole bunch of boxes, but it's not the Black Goats. I'd have to take a look at what it is, but I think we're going to try that one. I know that doesn't help you at all. Okay, so let's go to here. So we're going to do 2 additional threat. And he is going to attack. So, coming at Wolverine, we're going to take it. We're at 8 health. Actually, because right now we have Retaliate 1. Yeah, let's take it. He's only doing 1 attack. 1, nothing. So he's dealing 1 attack to us, and we are retaliating for 1. Going to 16. And Storm, we're going to take it as well. We're at 13 health. So he's dealing, we got 2 additional boost. So he's dealing 3 attack. Going to 10. And we're retaliating for 1. Okay, encounter cards. This is for Wolverine. We have Supporting Actor. So this is a minion, 6 health, 1 scheme, 1 attack. Force response. After supporting actor activates against you, place 2 threat here. Okay, but no toughness or anything like that. And then we got Storm right here. Okay, Treachery. When revealed, move all threat from the character with the most threat on it to the main scheme. If no threat was moved this way, place 1 threat on each character you control. Okay, so we're going to do... I guess let's just do Storm. And we'll remove this to put a 5 on there. It was crazy. The last game, I think Wolverine had, it must have been like 18 to 20 threat on him alone. And I was so nervous. I couldn't flip back over, because if I did, it's like the game would have been over. Because right when you flip, all that threat gets put back on there. I will get the X-Men because I care about those characters. I hear you, man. X-Men and the Spider-Man are the characters I care about mostly. All the others have released. I'm very mad towards. Yeah, it does seem like they've been digging deep, right? I wonder, I think I asked on the Discord or not, but does anybody have any thoughts? Like, where do you think they're going to go maybe after the X-Men? I'd imagine they're going to dig deep as well. I think it would be pretty cool to maybe see their own characters. But at what point have you kind of tapped into all the mechanics you can do? You know, I don't know. And then I forgot about the stream. What's up, Mike? Dude, so good to see you. I'll go sit in the corner. Nah, man, you're good, man. You know who I'm going to not very mad about, Freddie? You big dog, you man. Magnificent Manticore. I feel the same, Freddie. All right. We got the crew in the house. We're Steven. I reached out to Nate recently, man. A few weeks back, actually, I emailed him. I didn't hear back from him. I'm a little concerned. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he is. Freddie, I know you said you've been talking to him, but They could still do Fantastic Four. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so we did those cards. Put the threat on there. Back to us. We're gonna flip to Storm. All right, so Storm. I will say Mojo seems to be like he's decent to do a lot of damage against. It doesn't seem like this is kind of the third time I'm playing against him. He doesn't get too many tough status cards. You know, he doesn't get any more like he's not putting a lot of cards on you that like the negative effects. You're not stunned. You're not confused and stuff like that. I haven't seen too many minions with guard and anything like that. So it seems like what you're really trying to manage is the amount of threat, because he's going to be putting a lot onto you, and you're just going to try to beat him down quick before you lose. Okay, so back to Storm. We have Mirage here. It costs 3. We could do Storm's Crown. Upgrade. Storm gets +1 thwart. Flash Freeze. It's a defense. We got Havoc for 4 and Uncanny X-Men. Why I do like Uncanny X-Men is it makes each of your X-Men allies cost 1 fewer resource to play. I do really want to get this Storm's Crown in play. Hero resource, exhaust Storm's Crown, generate the printed resource on your weather support. Yeah, that's a no-brainer, right? I don't think I'm going to play Havoc, and I think I'm going to play Flash Freeze for that. We don't really have enough to do the other things. Just trying to see if I could actually... Could I have done that differently? I don't think so, because we got a resource here, so we have 2 resources available. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So what are we going to do? I'm going to text my wife here quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay. The characters are whatever. Not a fan of the new mixing aspect rules. You mean for like Cyclops and stuff like that? You could have 1 from each aspect. Or not 1, but you can mix the aspects. Yeah, I guess that's what you're saying. Are there a lot of characters? I know, what's his name? Adam Warlock. I think that's his name. He did that as well, right? And didn't Spider-Woman? I think Spider-Woman as well. They should do a mini box expansion for Age of Apocalypse. They might, dude. They might. Okay. Okay, so what do we got? We got 2 thwart, 2 attack. We could change the weather, right, to give us more attack. We do have this guy for 6. He's only dealing 1 attack, but he's placing 2 threat there. So we could try to kill him before the, enough threat is placed there. But what can we do with... We got Wolverine. He's got deal 4 damage, and we didn't heal him for 2 at the start of the player phase. So we could play this. That's 4 damage. Remove 3 threat. You gain +4 hit points. I'm definitely going to play this. And we got 1 attack here. So we got 3 attack. And maybe the 4 damage here. Am I going to be able to play that? That's an event, so I could play that for free. I got this 2 for here. Oh. Okay. Okay, we can actually use this resource. So we could actually do all this. So I think we can take him out. So in that sense, let's... And we could actually do it even better. But I think let's do the thwart. So let's actually thwart with her. And we have 2 thwarts. So let's remove this. Put a 3 back. And we are also going to tap this to generate the printed resource. Actually. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Generate the printed resource. So we actually have 3 resources that we could use to play Mirage, but that actually makes us short here. I want to play the upgrade. It's going to be 2. I can play one of these events for free. So I would need an additional one here. I think I'd actually want to do this over that. Is that right? Do I want to do that? I could just save this for later. Yeah, okay. Let's get another ally in play. So we're going to tap this. Pay the use the printed resource, which is a physical. Tap this for a wild. Spend this Uncanny X-Man. That's our 3. Comes into play. Response after Mirage enters play. Choose an enemy whose scheme is less than Mirage's thwart, which is 2. Stun that enemy. And we're going to do... They have the same, so we'll just place a stun on here because he's only got 1 scheme. And we're actually going to tap to thwart, removing 2. And we're going to use her special. We're going to change this. And we are going to do... If we do, each character gets +1 attack, we won't be able to change it before he goes again. But yeah, let's do that anyway. So we'll change it to Thunderstorm. And the special is deal 2 damage to an enemy. Yeah, let's actually deal it to him. So we got 2 there. And that's our turn here. So Mojo Mania, discard the top 3. 1, 2, and 3. Only 1 is a non-Mojo card, so we only get 1 added here. And Wolverine's turn. We're going to play this upgrade. Playing Genius. Wolverine has, let's put this under here. I like to put the upgrades like kind of the character semi-overlapping because I still need to read the card. You get +4 hit points, so we're going to 13. And Wolverine gets +1 attack, and his basic attacks gain piercing. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, we could play an event for free, either removing 3 threat or deal 4 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats an enemy, you may take 2 damage to repeat this ability. Yeah, so we're going to do that one. So let's do this. So we're going to play this for free. So we're going to take 2 damage, going to 11. And we're going to deal 4 damage right to here. That's going to be the 6. All right. It's going to be the 6. And it says, if this attack defeats an enemy, you may take 2 damage. And we actually even did... Oh, no, that wasn't a basic attack. So we're going to take 2 damage, going to 9. And we're going to repeat that. So we're going to deal 4 damage here. Taking him to 11. And we're going to keep these cards. I guess we could do this. Yeah, okay. Let's actually play that to put this upgrade into play. Response: after a hero attacks and defeats a minion, deal 1 damage to your hero and discard Battle Fury to ready your hero. Okay. Man, we actually... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, now over to us. So we actually have 4 attack with Wolverine, +1 here, and then +1 from Storm's Thunderstorm. So let's just do that. 4 attack, taking him down to 7. And we have... can only take 1 additional damage here. What's our threat at? 16? Oh shit. I've been forgetting to do this. First round we added 2. I forgot to do this. This is the second round, right? Yeah. So I forgot to add the 2 from the acceleration here. Okay, let's see. Age of Apocalypse would be sick. Yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be awesome. new deck holders. Yeah, man, I showed them off at the beginning of the stream. Shout out to Andy, man. These things are absolutely sick. The dude is just a wizard when it comes to this 3D printing madness. I mean, even these, they're all magnetic as well. These are like his specialty design for Marvel Champions and stuff like that. So magnetic, got the deck holders under here. You know, you got the supports right here for the villains and stuff like that. You can slot in, you know, the status cards and everything like that. Absolute craziness. So shout out to Andy. Yeah, these things are super cool. He's got a new website, newhammer.com. I did put a link in the description below. So it is in the description. It is. It's in there. Yeah, New Hammer. Of course, not in the description. Man, come on. It is in the description. This guy, Mike. Let's see. Nice to see Shadow of the Past out of the way. Shadow of the Past. Was that a card in here? Yeah, Mike. And I showed off this dice tray as well. This thing is a monster, but this thing is super cool. He sent this as well. Of course, magnetic, customizable and stuff like that. He got the orange because you know, I have so much trouble with orange dice. So he said that's my favorite color now. So yeah, shout out to Andy. Do you see, Mike? Is it in there? Are you just messing with me, or is it not in there? Newhammer.com. Let me know, because I thought I did it like right before the stream started. Okay, let's finish this out. So we have these two right here. Do we want to just attack? I think so. We're at 9 health. Yeah, I think so. So let's attack with her. Let's actually scheme or thwart with her. I found it. My man. I didn't know if you were messing with me or not right there, man. I'm glad it's in there, though. I was like, I know I did that right before the stream started. All right, we are going to attack with Sunfire. So we're going to do 2 attack. Oh, shoot. We get +1 attack. I forgot. So we're dealing 3 attack. So we're going to 4. Taking him to 4. All right. Taking him to 4. That's the end of Wolverine's turn. Top 3. 1, 2, 3. All 3 are non-Mojo cards. So we're going to add 3 to Wolverine. He's getting up there. He's at 6. Ugh, can't flip. Can't flip now. Okay. 2 added. 1 per player. And we are going to be attacking. Oh, we got to draw up. Apologies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Got a bunch of weather goddesses right here, which costs 0. We can change the weather, which is pretty cool. But now we got to make sure we remember all the enemies have +1 attack as well. Okay, so Storm is getting attacked. We're at 10. I'm going to eat it. So he's dealing 1 plus the Storm. So 1, 2, so 4 total. This added an additional 2. So going 6. Okay, and then Wolverine, we're at 9. We're going to take that as well. So 2 plus 0. Going to 7. Okay, encounter cards. This is for Storm. Okay, we got attached to Mojo. So this has been my only thing with these, is that the system that I was using, I think the last time I played, was basically 4 attachments. So like, I'm gonna put the attachment here now, but that's been the only thing. Like last time, I didn't know how to do the attachment, so I almost wanted something long so I could like just fill out the attachments on there, because I don't want to put it directly behind the villain, because I want to be able to read this text to know how to get rid of it. So what this does is Major Domo, attached to Mojo Force response. After Mojo attacks, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by that attack. Holy smokes. Hero action. Spend a energy, physical, and what is that? Science or whatever it is. Resources. Discard this card. Okay, so we're going to have to get rid of that thing. And that gives him +1 scheme, +1 attack. That's fair. It sounds like something I do. No worries, man. Okay. So that was Storms. Let's do Wolverine. Treachery. Top billing. Heal 1 damage from each character you control. Okay. That was Wolverine's. So we're only going to heal Wolverine. And place 2 threat on each character you control. Ew, no. So we're going to swap out a 3 with a 5. He's getting a lot. He's getting a lot. Okay, and that's it. Okay, sweet. Let's go back over here. So we want to try to get rid of that because that's not cool at all. Start of the hero phase, we're going to heal 2. I do really like this. I do really like this with Wolverine. Just being able to heal 2. That is really cool. We do have this upgrade. I got better. When you would be defeated by an enemy attack, instead set your hit points dial to 5. Ready your identity and discard this card. But I really like this one. Slice and dice, cost 3. Make the following 2 attacks in order. Deal 3 damage to an enemy and deal 3 damage to an enemy. That is just awesome. So I can play this for free. I guess I can pay it for my life. 3 life. And then I could... This costs 4. I only have 3 additional cards. I could use the X-Jet for that last resource, which I think I might do. Additionally, I have these 2 weather goddesses, so I could do a lot of damage with my weather deck. Or a lot of cool stuff. I have lightning bolt. Deal 8 damage to an enemy. If thunderstorm is in play, resolve its special ability. So maybe I want to do those. Right, so how can I do that? I at least want to play 1 weather goddess. So I can save the other one. Is that going to give me 3? Yeah. Yeah, I got the 3. So I can still use the X-Jet. Okay, so let's do that. Let's spend these 3 and this X-Jet for this upgrade. When you would be defeated. Okay, and we're going to pay the claws, taking 3 damage. Ooh, do we want to do that? I guess so. Right? Do we want to do any damage to him or remove any threat first? Because he's going to go to stage 2. And stage 2... Oh, and I did already forget about that. Stage 2 says place 2 threat on each friendly character. Do we want to remove... So we're dealing 6 damage. I think I'd actually do this first. I'm going to do his basic attack. That's 4 exactly. Because I get +1 attack and then +1 from the thunderstorm. So that's going to be 4. That's going to be the exact damage. We will do it. So he is... Stage 1 is defeated. Stage 2, 3 scheme, 1 attack. When revealed, place 2 threat on each friendly character. Oof. I'm placing this 3 with a 5. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Did someone lose their mojo? What's up, Matt? How's it going, my man? It's good to see you streaming again, Andrew. Welcome back. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's good to be back. Feels good. Feels good. We just took out the first stage in Mojo Mania. I feel like the last Marvel Champions playthroughs I did, I think the last one was Cyclops and Jean Grey. Dude, it took me like 3 hours to get through the first stage in Magneto. So we're already doing a lot better. But what's up, man? How's it going? It's great to see you. So let's go to 36. He's got 18 health per player. So 36. We did the place through threat on each friendly character. Now we are going to resolve this splice and dice. So we already paid our health. Deal 3 damage to an enemy and then deal 3 damage to an enemy. So essentially 6. We're going to do all 6. So we're taking them down to 30. Okay, that's the end of Wolverine's turn. So now with this second stage, after your turn ends, discard the top 4 cards of the encounter deck. So he's going through it even faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. They're all Mojo cards. So we don't place any additional threat. That is awesome. But he's almost out of cards here. Okay, over to Storm. I think we have to mitigate some of this threat. And we also want to try to get rid of that. So we could, if we spend... This is an energy. We do have a physical here. So we might actually have to change... If we remove 2 threat here... We're going to add this 2, so we're basically canceling that out. But I do want to get rid of her sooner than later, because if she stays on the board, she might just keep accumulating threat, so that by the time we get rid of her anyway, she'll add even more. So let's just do that now. Let's tap to remove 2 threat, but then 2 would be placed back on, so we're just going to remove this. Okay. Now, we have an interesting decision. So he's doing 2 attack. We want to get rid of this, so he's dealing less. Spend 1 of each. I don't know if we have it. If we change this, we could have it. But dealing 8 is pretty strong as well. So if we could do 3, or sorry, not 3, pay for that for free. I don't think we're going to be able to play this and get rid of that. This would be the 3 to pay for that, and we'd be left with, yeah. So what do we want to do? After Mojo attacks, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by that attack. We could end the weather on a minus. Each character gets -1 attack. So we could just have him cycle through this 1 time. Right? But we might want to make it worth it. So we could actually play 2 weather goddesses. Tap this to get a resource here to play lightning bolt, because these both are free. Yeah, I think we do that. I think we do that. So, what do we want to do with Storm? Do we want to attack? Do we want to thwart? I think we thwart this 1 time. And then maybe we go to Hurricane, remove 2 threat from a scheme, and then we also flip to, I guess we could do multiple. Okay, I'm just trying to determine, maybe I do just do that. Okay. Let's attack. Let's attack. So we're attacking with 3. Going to 27. Okay, going to 27. Oh, and we could have to do that. Yeah. Let's play. Let's play this 3. We're going to tap this to generate the resource from this card. Spend this, and I guess we'll spend a weather. No, we won't be able to do that. We won't be able to do that. All right, so we'll play Blast of Wind and To Me My X-Men. Starting to get a little AP here. So we generated 1 resource. That's 2. Could do this for 3. No, we'll just do this. All right, this is the 3. 1, 2, 3. Play Lightning Bolt. Deal 8 damage to an enemy. So we're taking him. He's at 27. We're going to go to 19. Okay, if Thunderstorm is in play, resolve its special ability. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. It's going down to 17. Whew. Okay. And we have 2 Weather Goddesses here. And we also still have our ability here. So let's use our ability to go to Hurricane and remove 2 threat from a scheme. Weather Goddess is free. We're going to play that. We're going to go to Thunderstorm. Resolve its special ability. Deal 2. Going to 15. And play our last Weather Goddess for free. And we are going to end on something negative for them. I guess each character gets -1 attack. Yeah, so we're going to go to Blizzard. Okay. Whew. Let's see. That's the way I play. Why can't I super chat for you? I don't know how to do that. I never looked into that. Is that something you have to be kind of partnered, not partnered, but signed up for through YouTube? I never looked into that, but it's something that I've been curious about. I do have a one-time PayPal support in the description. That's a way to do it. But that super chat thing is going to be something I'm going to have to look into. I don't know how to do that. I never looked into it. I always see the super chats going for like Rob's gaming table and stuff like that, but I've always been curious, but I just never looked into it yet. Okay, so let's that's the end of our turn. So let's reveal the cards. 1, 2. Okay, so this is 2 so far. Let's put a 5 on here. Got to reveal 2 more cards. So force response. After the encounter deck resets, so we got to reset this first. Yeah, I don't know if it's something that I have to integrate with YouTube or something that I'll have to sign up with. You know, sign up for with them. I'm not sure. You should. Yeah, I will. Like, I don't know if it's some monthly thing I have to pay. I don't know. Okay. I'll try to look into it by Friday. For Cthulhu Death May Die. Okay, so after the encounter deck resets, if there is no set aside modular encounter sets remaining, the players lose the game. Otherwise, flip this card. Okay, so at the start of step 3 of the villain phase, where you would deal encounter cards. So we're not there. We still got to resolve 2. And since we went through this deck, we got to add an acceleration token and reveal 2 more. 1, 2. Both Mojo cards, so we only added the 2 threat here. Okay. Now we go to the villain phase, or I guess let's draw up. Okay, we got 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Now it goes to them. We're going to add 3 now. So we're going to swap these 2 with a 5. All right, attacks. It's going to be coming at Wolverine first. So he's dealing 1, 2 from the attachment, but -1 from our blizzard. So he's dealing 1 plus whatever this is. And again, we have to remember, after Mojo attacks, discard the cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by that attack. So we're at 7. I think we eat this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not bad. So we take 3, go into 4, and we discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt. So we're not doing anything with these cards. It's just his way of cycling through even more. Okay. Over here at Storm, we're at 6. I don't want to die from this. He's dealing 1. I've never seen a +5. I've never seen a +5. But it could be Surge. I really don't want to defend, though. And even still, my defense is only 1. I do have this Aurora's Garden. Alter ego action. Exhaust Aurora's Garden. Heal 2 damage from your identity. I don't know if I want to switch, though, because I don't want to put this on there. Oof. I'm not gonna defend. All right, so he's dealing 1. Oh, nothing. So he's also gonna discard 1 card. Okay, sweet. All right, so at the start of step 3 of the encounter phase, deal encounter cards. Randomly choose 1 set-aside modular set. Okay, so we got 2 more sets remaining, so we're gonna take these and shuffle these. Cthulhu Death May Die. Yup, that's it, man. Alicia Silverstone says, duh, you should. Yeah. I'm gonna set it up. Because I'm gonna be dying a lot in this game. I might need some support for that. Extra support. I'm just kidding, man. In the last playthrough I did, though, live playthrough, I did die. I did die like in the first 20 minutes or something like that, 15, 20 minutes. And I ended up restarting. And then I ended up clueless. That's right. Man, God, that movie. Was that early 90s? Jeez. Clueless. Man, you're busting out the clueless phrases. Damn, bro. All right. Fantasy. Okay. So sci-fi over here. So fantasy. So we're going to put this into play. So it says each player gains +1 hand size. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. So this is going to go away. We never got the another obligation or a obligation in play. We never got that. So that was pretty cool. So that's going to go. Actually, this gets discarded. And this is going to be put into play. Discard each other's setting environment, but this is going to add an additional boost icon for each card or each attack or scheme. But we get +1 hand size. And then for the rest of the... Shuffle the rest of the modular set and place it on top of the encounter deck. Deal the first player 2 face-down encounter cards and flip this card. Okay, so we did that. 2 encounter cards. Wolverine is the first player. And flip this card. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh, I got this the last time. Yeah, look at these guys. Look at this dragon here. Look at this dragon. It's insane. All right, 10 health per player. 10 health per player. Clueless is a great movie, yeah, man. It's classic. It's classic. 10 health per player. 3 attack, 1 scheme. Retaliate 1. Toughness, but double the amount of damage this minion takes from cards with a printed energy resource. When defeated, each player draws 4 cards. And then we also have this one right here. When revealed, choose a non-wild resource type. Each player draws 2 cards. Each player must discard each card from their hand with the chosen resource type. Brutal, man. So we're going to put this in with Wolverine in play. We're going to give him a tough status card. 20 health is insane. But I think we might be able to take him out here. He's only got 15. This dragon doesn't have guard. Okay, so taking a look at this mana drain. When revealed, choose a non-wild resource type. Then each player draws 2 cards. Each player must discard each card from their hand with the chosen resource type. So what can I get rid of? I have 2 physical here, 1 physical here, 2 energy, 2, I forget the name of that, like science or whatever it is. I got 3 energy cards here. I don't have any science, so that's an upgrade. This is an upgrade. After Wolverine takes any amount of damage from an enemy attack, draw 1 card. God, that's pretty brutal. I mean, good. That's pretty good for us. I think I'm going to do... Oh, but if I do physical, I'm going to have to get rid of this healing. But I don't think I'm going to flip. I think we're going to try to take him out here. I might be able to. If I flip to... If I flip the Thunderstorm, it's going to deal 2 damage, taking him to 13. It's going to give us +1 attack. That's going to be 3. It's going to go down to 10. Wolverine can deal 4. That's 6. Heal 4 damage from your identity. Man, I don't have any. I could then swap and then swap back to Blizzard, dealing an additional 2. I'm down to I have him down to 4. Blast of Wind dealing 3. Okay, I think I have it. I think I have it here. My God. And I thought Mystique was bad, dude. 20 health, dude. 20 health. I tell my wife that I don't speak Mexican. Do you? Sometimes I can't read if you're joking or not, my man. You got a skill. Mana drain is tricky. It is. It is. Oh yeah, shoot. I'm already planning with the cards that I have that I would be able to defeat it, but I'm not even taking into account that I would lose some of these cards. What's up, Maurice? I'm not even taking that into account. So, Blast of Wind. The good news is I'm not close to losing. I have 20 threat. We need 50, so I need another 30. I have 10 on Wolverine, 5 here, so that's 15. So 15 to go. So if I want to do Blast of Wind, that's a physical. I forgot about the mana drain. I'm already planning to kill it, which I could. I also have Mean Swing giving us +3 attack with the swapping of the weather. Putting it onto Thunderstorm, boosting up the attacks. Yeah, I would have it with 3 damage here. Okay. Okay, so I got to think about this. I have a resource here. If I want Mean Swing, that's a physical. Plus the Blast of Wind is physical. So I don't think I'm getting rid of physical. It might be energy. heal 4 damage from your identity, and fastball special, team up Colossus and Wolverine. But if I get rid of energy here, and I do gotta remember, I am gonna gain 2 additional cards per player. But if they're of the chosen type, I gotta get rid of those as well. I don't need these endurance. If these stick around, I will probably bump up Wolverine. Weather Goddess. Swap your weather support and play with a support of your choice. That's kind of... So I guess I could do, if I use her ability to swap to Thunderstorm, that's going to deal 2. Right? That's got him down to 13. Blast of Wind. I can resolve the special ability of your weather support. So that's going to deal 3 damage. And each minion engage with the player. So I could choose Wolverine, get rid of the tough, deal the 3 damage to the villain. So what did I say? So that's 10. Then do the special ability. That's 8. Because the Thunderstorm is going to be at 2 damage. Right? Is this correct? Use her 2 damage, going to 13. There's no guard. 13. Do this. Resolve the special. That's 11. Attack with her. She'd have +1 from the Thunderstorm. That's 3 attack. That's 8. Weather Goddess is free, but that would be that would swap it, so I don't want to. Okay, so that would be, so all I would need for that, I have 3. I could pay with 3 energy, so then that's physical. Oh, so but if I get rid of physical, okay, so I could get rid of science. I forget the name of that blue one. Is it mental? Mental, it's mental. But if I get rid of mental, I'm discarding these 2 cards. Mean Swing is 0. Exhaust, I don't have an event. I don't need to play this to heal 4. So I'm down to 8, right? And here makes a basic attack, exhaust a weapon upgrade. So I could attack the claws, because again, I don't need to pay for anything. Your hero gets +3 basic attack. So I would deal 4 with the addition of the Thunderstorm, +3. So I'm dealing 7. He's down to 1. But hopefully with the cards I gain, I'd be able to take that last damage out. Oh man, if he's down to 1... What's up, bro? I'm a simple man. I see Marvel Champions and I click. That's it, man. Welcome, dude. Great having you here. Same, I usually click close tab, but I'll... He's all right, my vote. Thank you, my man. Mike's just messing. Love Mike. Okay, so I think we're going to get rid of the mental. We're going to get rid of the mental. Okay. Yep, that's the one. Okay, choose a non-wild resource type, then each player draws 2 cards. 1, it's a physical, I like it, and it is a mental. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, we got strength. I think we got it here, and we even got gentle. We got an ally. I think we got it right here. So we got to discard. Each player must discard each card from their hand with the chosen resource type. So we're going to discard these. Oh, we actually discard 3. That's still okay. We even got Lunging Strike. Oh, we got Lunging Strike. It's in the bag. Deal 8 damage. It's in the bag now. Okay. We got to deal the mental. And we don't have any for Storm. Okay. Oh, man. We're still... That was still Wolverine's turn. With dealing the encounter cards. Okay. So we have to do Storm. So if we kind of dodge this... If it's not like an obligation where we have to flip to our alter ego side, I guess even if we do, that's okay. We'll just flip back and then perform. So I guess it's okay. As long as it's nothing too crazy, we should be okay. And it's a minion. It's got Surge, though. It doesn't have Guard. Guard might, well, I guess with overkill, and plus we have, yeah, could do the overkill. Okay, this has surge as well. So it has 6 per player. So we got 12 on there. Okay, put this card in play. Okay, it just has surge, and it's just another. When defeated in player order, each player may search their deck for a card and play that card for free. So it's got surge. Oh, it's got toughness. I think it's still okay. God, that's annoying. That's annoying. All right, it's got toughness. Oh no, sorry. It's not guard. My bad. Okay, we should have this. We should have this. We should have this. At first I thought it was guard. Okay. All right, let's swap. It's on to our turn. Let's see if we can actually do this. So Wolverine's going to heal 2. All right, so for Storm, again, we don't have any minions that we must kill before Mojo. Mojo has 15 health. No other cards say we must take care of them first. I'm just looking to see if this is all correct. Retaliate. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Okay. So let's just start here. So Storm is going to use her ability to go to Thunderstorm. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Going to 13. She is going to... Let's go see. Yep. Choose a player. Okay, so we're going to pay this. So we need to pay 3. We don't need any endurance anymore because we're going to win here. And we're going to pay this. This is 3. Blast of Wind. Hero action. Choose a player. We're going to choose Wolverine. Deal 3 damage to the villain. It's going to go to 10. And each minion engage with that player. Actually, no, sorry. I chose Storm. I was saying that prior to these additional minions. Each minion engage with that player. So he's going to die. He only had 1 health. His, when defeated, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Putting a 3 back on there. Okay, gets rid of the tough. And it also says, resolve the special ability of your weather support. Deal 2 damage. Taking Mojo to 8. That is my card. Okay, and we also have Gentle. Okay, so we're going to pay Strength and this Weather Goddess. That's 3 to put Gentle into play. Okay, he's got 3 attack. Gentle takes +1 consequential damage after he attacks the villain. So he is going to attack the villain. He's got a +1 attack, so he's actually dealing 4, but he takes an additional damage. So instead of 1, he takes 2. He's got 3 health. He's dealing 4. We're close to killing him just with Storm. Okay, and then we got to attack with her. So she's going to attack for 3. Attack with 3. Should we just get rid of that? Taking it. Storm took him down to 1. Storm took him down to 1. What does the elite mean on a minion card? It's just a keyword. So if anything, like this elite, some of the cards will say to a non-elite or to an elite minion. So you would just look to see if it is, and then it could be applied that way. Like if you see Storms, here it says special, choose a non-elite minion. We'll put it card up so you can see it a little bit better. So it just says each character gets -1 attack. Choose a non-elite minion. So we could not do the dragon until the end of the round. Treat the minion's text box as if it were blank. So we could just essentially wipe out that. Now we wouldn't want to with the dragon because this is going to allow us to double the amount of damage. But it's just something. It's just something cool. All right, so we have Thunderstorm in play. We got to reveal the top 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 are non-Mojo cards, so we're going to place 2 here. Okay, and over to Wolverine. Wolverine is going to take him out. 1 damage. So yeah, we're just going to... I always try, like, if I'm at the end, I'm always just trying to, like, how can we do, like, a thematic ending to this? Do we want to do, like, a lunging strike and just... Or do we just want to go, okay, game's over? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just kind of, like... Sometimes with the games, mentally, I just want to make it more of an experience than what it just might be, you know, on the table. I don't know, I like doing that. So let's see what we could have done here. So we could have... We already gained that. So we could play this to regenerate healing. That only costs 1. Heal 4 damage from your identity. So we would go up to 10. And we would pay this. I guess we could just swipe at somebody, right? We'll swipe at this to get rid of the tough. Now let's do some... yeah, we attacked the dragon, got rid of the tough, right? And then... and I guess... Oh, no, that wouldn't matter. Oh, we actually gain... our attack gains piercing. So we would do that. We would play this for free, right? So that would add +3 attack. So that's actually going to be 4 attack, piercing. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we would deal 7. Actually, we're going to do it to this guy. We're going to take out a guy. We're just going to say we did that. So we're dealing 7. We're dealing 7 to him. Okay, and it says, when defeated, the player who defeated this minion may put 1 ally from their discard into play. We're not going to do that. We're just going to finish Mojo off. So we're going to pay this to do a lunging strike, deal 8 damage. We're flying through the air, right? The blades just went out. Mojo's sitting there. What theme are we on? We're on the fantasy. So he's sitting at his throne right now, right? He's sitting at his throne with all these swords in there. We just came from behind this huge pillar, right, in this arena, and we just come out right there. He's not expecting it. He's just sitting in his hands looking stupid, thinking about somehow he can get at us, but he's already hurting, right? He's down to 1 HP. He's like, his army has just gotten taken out. He's got the dragon, but that's all he's got. And we just come from behind this pillar and just do this lunging strike. Just take him out. 1 in the gut, then slice his head off. And that is... the lunging strike, and that is Mojo Mania. I really like this one. So far, this one has seemed pretty cool in the sense of, like, I like what it's doing with the added threat on the characters. I haven't seen that before. I haven't played against every villain, but this, I would imagine this might be something new. But I really like that. It's really cool. That's one of the things I really like about the game. It does really seem like each of the characters or each of the villains and stuff, they feel like it adds these cool new elements. I don't know. I've just been pleasantly surprised. And ever since I switched to the storage solution that I'm using now, I've been pulling this game out a lot more. I really liked it when I got the core box. I think I've already said this before. I really liked it when I had the core box. It was just contained in that small box. I could easily take the stuff out, use the pre-made decks, get a game going, and it was just a lot of fun. As I started to add more and more stuff, I just had like 4 of the expansion boxes. Everything was just in different boxes. I was like, let's not use the pre-made, let's deck build. So... And when I wanted to just get out and play a game quick, I didn't want to build a new deck every single time. So I stopped playing the game. So I went to this method. I looked online. I was like, what can I do? And I found the universal pre-made aspect deck and decks. So I built those. and I use this storage system, so it's so easy to just take out a character, take out an aspect deck, and shuffle those together and pull out a villain and play against them. And it's been awesome. It has been really awesome. But Mojo is a lot of fun. I really like the different themes. You know, it kind of felt, I mean, we got the dragon, right? It felt like an epic dragon. It's got 20 health, but it added a cool element of if you use a energy resource from that attack card, double the damage, right? And you got all these other ones as well. You got 6 theme decks. You got Western, horror, sci-fi, fantasy, crime, and sitcom. So, you know, your games can be a little bit different each time as well. But this guy adds a little bit of complexity as far as, you know, adding the threat here. But as I mentioned during the game, I found that he doesn't do too much else, right? As long as you're gaining, like remembering his response after each hero goes, drawing the cards and just adding threat. I haven't seen him gaining too much, like I said, tough status cards or anything like that. Putting out minions and stuff. He got the one attachment, but he's not doing a lot of this other crazy stuff like Green Goblin. You're like flipping both of the cards and stuff. It was a lot of fun, but I was starting to like, oh crap, what? No, okay, yeah. It took a few plays. This guy, I feel like he's pretty straightforward. How many scenarios are in this pack? The Mojo Mania. I have. Where's that little booklet? I had this little booklet out here. Here it is. So, and we didn't get to play with Long Shot, but it's got this campaign. I'm actually not sure. Is this okay? Magog. I guess that's one of the villains. Yeah. So Magog, Spiral. I'd have to check, and then I guess Mojo. So I think the 3 villains. Yeah. Well, as I was unboxing it, yeah, I think there's 3 villains, 3 different villains. And then Mojo's got all these themes. So even Mojo, you're playing as, you know, him as is. You got 6 different themes that you can add in. But I didn't play with some of the other ones because the environments, each minion has Quick Strike. Don't like that one. This one's all right. Sci-fi, we were playing with this one as well. Each minion and ally gains toughness. We were playing with the fantasy, which is the +1 hand size. The horror one. Oh, here you got the Western. Each enemy attack gains overkill. I didn't like that one either. And then the last one, we got the crime. Each other encounter card gains Insight 1. Each friendly character gains +1 thwart. So I guess that one isn't too bad. And I would imagine something like each minion gets Quick Strike, like they would add a benefit for the allies as well. Okay, so here it is. Each ally takes -1 consequential damage after attacking a minion. So between these themes, genres, like I really like the diversity even within these. So it's pretty cool. Rufus, what's up, man? Did I miss any leanbacks yet? No leanbacks. No leanbacks, my man. Go to negative HP for bonus points. There you go. So what did I do? I dealt 1, so he'd go to -7. I'm like looking to see. Go to negative. All right, so we'll put 7. It's a -7. It's a -7 for Mojo. I got 7 bonus points for next time. What's up, Rufus? Yeah, we just got the win. Feels good. Feels really good. I like this guy a lot. I like Mojo. I think he's pretty cool. And Wolverine and Storm, man, dude, playing around with this weather deck, if you can get the hang of it, like what's his name, Doctor Strange, you know, he's got that deck as well, dude. Once you can get that and know how to manipulate that, it's super strong. And her built-in cards feel super powerful. 8 damage and resolve the weather card. So if you have the thunderstorm like we did, you're dealing 8 from her card, and then the thunderstorm is dealing an additional 2. Just crazy. And plus, it doesn't have to be against the same enemy. You deal the 8, and then this just says deal 2 damage to an enemy. It's just really strong. So you can deal the 2, get rid of a tough card, do something else, change up the weather, remove threat from there. You got cards that can ready storm after you tap those, her built-in cards. She just feels really strong, really strong. Really have enjoyed playing with her. And then Wolverine as well. Wolverine's got, I love the healing. He feels very thematic, how he can just heal and spend his claws to perform those events. You got 3 cost events and stuff like that, and you can pay those for free, sort of. You have to pay with life, but with him gaining life, and plus we can add the endurance from other cards, giving him additional life. We have this card right here. If he would be destroyed, take his hit points to 5 and ready him and discard this card. So he's got really strong cards as well. Deal 8 damage to an enemy. Overkill. Heal 4 damage from your identity. This is an upgrade. After Wolverine takes any amount of damage from an attack, draw a card. Draw a card, man. So if you got minions out on the board, you're playing against Ultron, you're getting pinged for those little damage points. Dude, you're gaining. How many cards are you going to have in hand? Deal 3 damage to an enemy, and then repeat. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Taking out minions. Yeah, I remove 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from a scheme, draw 2 cards. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats an enemy, you take 2 damage. Repeat his ability. It's just, he feels really strong as well. I've just really been digging both of these characters. Lightning Strike was pretty good. Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's the thing. In this scenario, I was using mostly Thunderstorm. We used Blizzard. We didn't use Clear Skies, which each character gains Stalwart, so that's pretty good. And then we also draw a card. Probably could have switched that here and there just to draw additional cards. And then Hurricane is pretty good as well. Each character gains Retaliate 1. We used that in the beginning and remove 2 threat from a scheme. So these are all very handy. And, if she's the last one activating, she can switch to one of these negatives. Each character gains -1 attack. Now all the minions and stuff, all the, the villain, -1 attack. It's just super strong. It's super strong. I still have heroes in Shrink. Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes, man. I haven't played with all the heroes as well. They're not in Shrink. They're all organized, but yeah, I have some that I haven't played with either. I'm planning on it. I am planning on it. Soon. So yeah, guys. Very cool. I've recently fallen back in love with this game. Like I just told that little story about the organization and getting the game out. So I'd like to do a few more playthroughs here and there. And especially with there are a few channels with doing Marvel Champions content, but ever since Dale the Casual Gamer, kind of took a hiatus. Hopefully he comes back soon, but maybe there's a little spot to fill with some Marvel Champions playthroughs and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'd like to get to more of this, and like I said, I'm gonna be trying to do more streaming here. Took a small little break, but that just might be the way it is. There's probably just gonna be times here where I just take a week off or whatever, whatever the case may be. I'm always going to bounce back and try to, and get back to streaming and stuff like that. But there might just be some of those times. It might just be a little time away. It really does help me out, especially if some stuff is going on, because with the kids and all that sort of stuff and just with life stuff in general, sometimes I just don't have the energy to just maybe learn some of the complex rules and stuff like that to crunch it in. Maybe I would just want to watch football instead of getting in some of the rules. So then I won't be prepared for one of the days, right? So there's going to be days like that creep up. So it's just going to be the way it is. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. It just might be times like that. Colossus can get up to 2 tough stat scores. I did see that. Yeah, what is it? It's called is it Ready or something like that? It's right here, I think. Wolverine. I think it's on his sheet. Steady, not Ready. Steady. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is steady. A character with steady can have one additional stun status card and one addition. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. I forgot that. Yeah, but I did see that. I did see that. I thought there for a second that's what it was. So yeah, 10:45. I'd rather watch football than read rules too. Like sometimes I don't mind it, man. But you know, you just got those days, man, where it's just like, you know, it's not all board gaming for me. I love it. I'm never gonna. My love for this stuff is never going to go away. It's just some of the times I'm like, let's just kick back, let's just play a game, you know, here and there, not stream it. Let's just watch some football sometimes. Let's just do some family stuff sometimes, right? So I have other interests besides board gaming, but the love is never gonna go away. It's never like if I'm not streaming, it's like I'm done with board gaming. It's not it. I don't see myself ever growing out of this. I can't. I can't, man. But yeah. Yeah, in some of the games it can be a little much. It can be a little much. I need somebody to just relay the rules to me. You know, just go over the rules to me before I play and just be like, okay, we'll play a game over Tabletop Simulator and I'll be good to go. But yeah, okay. Well, I think that's other interests like fishing. There you go, Mike. See, that's it, man. Mike's into the fishing. That's right. You got some other ones as well. I'm trying to think. I think. All right. So the plan that I'm thinking of is, again, Friday is going to be Cthulhu Death May Die. Next week, top new games to me in 2022. Top new games to me in 2022, not top 2022 games. I think I'm going to try to keep it like newer. I do have a decent amount of 2022 games. I could make it top 2022. I think I have like 11 or 12 that were released this year. But I think I'm going to try to keep it to 2020 and 2022. I'm going to try to keep it there. So top 10 new games to me. And then that Friday, I'm going to have to figure out a game to stream. I think I'm going to do another poll in the Discord. And then the following week, I don't think I'm going to do the top 10 games of all time to me. That might be for the week after, but that's a plan. That's an upcoming video as well. All of these are going to be live so far. That's the plan. We'll see how the top new games go to me. I think it's going to go fine. I don't see any problems. But if that goes well, we'll do the top 10 games of all time. That list has shifted. I think it was a few days ago, I was going over my list, and there has been some changes. I sat down, and I'll tell this whole, not this whole story, but when I do the actual video. But I was sitting down, I was looking through the games, and I had a top 10 in my mind. It's hard to do a top 10, right? Because on any day, you know, you play a new game and you're like, it probably rose a few points, right? And it might have knocked something else out of alignment. But I sat down and I had like a mental picture of my top 10. But I was like, some of these games that I've been playing recently, I'd rather play those over some of the other ones I had in my mind as like a number 5 or a number 4 or something like that. So I took a hard, but I was like, would they really replace those games? But I think so, because the list is done, you know, however you're feeling in that moment, right? So while I've really been enjoying it and stuff like that, and if I feel like playing that over some of the others, and some of the games I've played just as much as those top games by this point. So yeah, they have had a chance to supplant those other games. So my list has shifted. Let's see. Yes, Jason, I am going to get to Everdell. Okay, so that's a good idea, Jason. So I want to do Everdell solo. I want to play with some of the new expansions. I haven't had a chance to play with those yet, so I do want to play with that. And plus GKR Heavy Hitters. I know those were 2 entries in a Discord pool. So I do want to get to that solo, and then I also want to get to On Mars. So I think those are 3 games. What I guess I'll do is maybe for next Friday, I'll just do those 3 games just to get those out of the way. I still need more time with On Mars. I did play a few rounds of it. I did enjoy it so far. I didn't play with the Alien expansion. But I need a little bit more time. So I think maybe for next week, it's going to be between GKR Heavy Hitters and Everdell. I think. Freddie, thank you so much. Great stream, brother. Thanks for spending Tuesday night with us. You got it, my man. Thank you for spending it with me, man. I really appreciate it. Brian Adams, have I missed this somewhere? What do you do for work, Andrew? Yeah, I just watch the kids for now. But I've been having thoughts. I think I'm going to try to go into the industry somehow, in some way. I think I'm going to start reaching out to some of these companies and just asking if they need some, kind of whatever they might need. Just kind of offer my services. If I'm given a task, I can do it pretty well. So, and I also designed the solo mode for Hate. I have a few ideas for some games and stuff like that. So I might try to say, hey, if you need something, maybe do a work from home, because I know a lot of these companies are not going to be in my state or anything. I'm not going to be able to travel. But I used to do IT. I used to do IT, and then after that, I used to do audio video for the Hershey company, actually. That was dangerous. A lot of chocolates, my man. Been watching a lot of your back catalog after my surgery. Love your live streams, brother. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for watching them, dude. Seriously, it means a lot. My buddy used to buy games and have them sent to me so I could learn them and then teach him. There you go, man. I enjoy teaching. Don't threaten me with a Tabletop Simulator. Freddie, yeah, and the problem for me is not the teach. I'm with you, man. I actually kind of enjoy teaching other people. I think I can do it fairly well. I might not be the best, but it's actually like the rule books and stuff. Now, lately, the rule books that I've been reading, even like on Mars, it hasn't been as brutal as like when I was learning games, like when I was doing the 3 streams a week and stuff like that. Dude, having to crunch those rules in, my brain started to become mush just from all the rules and stuff. I don't know what my top 10 are. Yeah, and it's hard, man, right? It's hard because, again, each time you play something, it probably rises a little bit. And then, I don't know, I really want to make like a top 20, but not ranked. Just my top 20 favorite games, but they don't have a specific rank. I would do something like that would make more sense to me. Hope you're healing well. Yeah, doing the same myself. Yeah, man, and that's another thing, man. Prayers go out to you, Brian. Hope the recovery is going well, and same to you, Mike. Mike had some great news for us. That is awesome. Just had my rotator cuff and biceps repaired, reattached. Yikes, man. Yikes. Mass remove, all good. Yep, see, there you go. Not as painful as yours. Make sure you take it easy. Yeah, man. Mike's getting a lot of gaming in. He's becoming a machine. He's trying to challenge Alex for the throne. Alex probably plays 10 games a day. It feels like he's sending back-to-back pictures. We played this, and this, and it was fantastic. He's doing write-ups and stuff like that. I'll be down to see that list. Yeah, I've actually been seeing some other cool lists out there, so I might actually just start doing lists, guys. You know what I mean? I think people want to see lists, right? And then we can just chat about them and stuff like that. We'll just do some silly list. Top 10 board games you would play in the bathtub. That still has to get made. That is gonna happen. How many Brian Adams jokes have you heard in your lifetime? What are they caring? Which one cuts? Don't compete with Alex. Yeah, man. Yeah, Alex is a trooper, dude. He is a. Oof. What do you think? They share the rule books around, right? They gotta share the rule books around, right? Because I think he's got a group, but I think he mostly plays with his. I don't know if it's his wife, girlfriend, or wife. But you gotta think, it's like, okay, you take Weather Machine, I'll take, whatever else it is, right? It's got to be that way, right? I don't see the Alex learning all the rules. Yeah, it's hard ranking. It's hard ranking. And that's the asterisk with the top 10, that I'm going to say. I'm going to give my top 10, but I'm also going to do like 2 or 3 honorable mentions cuz they got to be in there. Cuz some of these games, one of the games got kicked out. I still really love the game, but I'd probably pick I'm trying to say base it on experiences. It's a lot of factors that's going in, right? Do I still enjoy pulling out the game? What is my overall experience of the game? Experiences over this one, memorable moments, right? It's hard. It's hard to rank them. It's hard to rank them, because you might have a bad session with one day, and that one's higher on their list, but then another one of these other games, it surprised you that gaming night. So maybe in your mind at that recent moment, you'd rank that one, like you enjoy playing that one over that one. But is that one really better than that one in your top 10 in your mind overall? Like if you went to an island, would you still take that one you just had a good moment with, but you don't know the longevity of it? Or would you take that tried and true, but you just had one bad experience? But you don't really want to pull that one out right now, and it's been a long time. You really want to pull this other one out. That's the kind of thing that goes into it. That's why the top 10s are so like in the moment. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for the stream. It's almost 11. 2 hours. 2 hours, 10 minutes. I think that's a good time. So yeah, a lot of fun with this one. I do recommend Mojo Mania. I think it is a lot of fun, and I highly recommend Wolverine and Storm, both 2 fantastic characters, especially because I like X-Men, the theme, a little bit more than the Marvel stuff. I do, in general. When I think about X-Men, they just seem cooler, dude. They just seem a little bit more badass to me. You know what I mean? So Gambit, really excited about that. Plus with who else what's the other one? Rogue or something like that they announced. So I live in Indiana. Hope to heal and meet up at Gen Con next year. Yeah, dude, that's the plan. That is the plan, Brian. I'm trying to get everybody reminders. We're going to Gen Con. I'm going to try to be at Gen Con. Going to try to take a U-Haul truck down there, right? So I don't know how much I'm going to load up with it. There's so many games I would love to see you play, but it looks like you have a lot in the pipeline. Looking forward to more. But that's the thing, Jason. I think somebody asked me on the Discord. I forgot to get back to him. But well, first let's get to Brian real quick. I think anyone would be lucky to have Andrew making content for them. Love your laid-back style and demeanor. It's like I'm hanging out with you. Yeah, that's the idea, right, Brian? That's kind of what I'm going for. I like this overall better than the recording the videos and then uploading those. So that's what I like about it as well. Thank you. But yeah, Jason, that's part of the problem with the streaming. At least to me personally, I don't want to just keep doing the same games over and over again. So even if I would for that stream, I would rather play something else than what I'm actually playing. I try to mix it up a little bit just to try to keep interest high. Or else I would do some maybe back to back, just so I would be familiar with the game, and then that would allow me to be a little bit better at it. Maybe I would enjoy it a little bit more. But instead, the games have to be cycled a little bit more often. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get to with new games constantly coming. I don't know when I'm gonna get back to Oathsworn. I think Oathsworn is put on pause for a little while. I think it's put on pause for quite some time. We'll see, but and plus the hype for it is kind of dying down as well. So it's not gonna have as many views and stuff like that. It's not only about that, because some of my videos are don't do well at all. So it's not about that, but with just so much stuff coming. I mean, Frosthaven is coming, right? So maybe I'll try to do a few scenarios of that. There's just so much coming that You know, and what I do like about the streams though sometimes is it does force me to play some of these other things that I haven't played for some time, even though I would rather play something else. You know, we spent so much money on this stuff. You got to get those cost per play sessions down a little bit, right? So let's see, 11. Who are you and what have you done with Andrew? You mean for like the top the top games? I don't know. There's some games I don't know, but see, like Dice Throne wouldn't be in the top 12 if I when I do the list. So, but that's still a game I can't see myself ever being without. Yeah, so I mean, realistically, like a top 20 of my favorite games would be a better list. But people want to see the list of the top games of all time, right? So we gotta do that. X-Men over Avengers, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd say so. I do love Thor. Thor is badass. Since when do we shut down streams at 11 imposter? oh. I'm with you now, man. I'm with you now. I know, dude. I know. This way I can actually get some rest, right? And be recharged. For tomorrow. Instead of just slogging along. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you guys are still watching to this point, seriously, thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, please click that like button. It seriously helps me out. It means a lot. And everybody on the Discord, my patrons, thank you so much. Seriously, it means a lot to me. I will see you on the Discord. We will chat there. And until then, grab some brews, play some games. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night, guys. I hear you, man. My life has been full throttle the past few months. That's it, man. Ready with some brews and board games with some friends. That's it, man. All right, guys. Have a great night. Fantastic day. I will catch you guys Friday for Cthulhu Death May Die. Peace out, everybody.